Good evening. It's Natalie Zangon. I hope everybody's doing well and having a wonderful night. So, tonight I wanted to do a video regarding the month of Elul and the concept of I am to my beloved and my beloved is to me, and the importance of understanding the dance of intimacy as it takes place in the relationship between a husband and wife. There's an assumption that when a couple meets each other and gets married, they just know how to unfold and create that deeper sense of intimacy and bonding and understanding. And when they do their khatan and kala classes, as they prepare for the laws of family purity, tarat hamishpacha, the nida time, the physical separation, and then connection again, that they are taught everything they need to, and everything is going to fall into place wonderfully. This is not really the key of how it's done. And there's a lot of misconception and misunderstanding and lack of knowledge and lack of education when it comes to the importance of intimacy and the deeper understanding of how to relate to the topic and the subject. And since intimacy and sexuality is not something that's discussed publicly in the orthodoxy, there's an assumption that you're just going to learn about it when you get married, and you're going to know everything you need to know when the time comes. However, people don't realize that intimacy and sexuality is no different than the different kind of dances that are out there. Like, let's say, Hispanic dancing, belly dancing, Middle Eastern dancing, hip hop dancing, whatever type of dancing that there is. You need to learn about how to perform it the right way, understand it, and relate to it to be able to have it. And in the Orthodox world, whereas intimacy and sexuality is something that's very private and intimate, there needs to be a way that is taught properly where a person is able to be vulnerable in the right setting to be able to take advantage and have the best experience with it. And this is not something that's always taught properly. So there is a lot of misunderstanding and misconception about it. And unless the couple is taught properly, it's really hard to relate to it. And many times when couples go to therapy regarding this matter, it's been months and years of disconnect and tension and resentment until they get themselves into therapy. So there's this wonderful book that I came across, and I'm not such a good reader. It takes me a long time to read, but I was able to manage to read this book, and it's absolutely phenomenal. It, I'm friends with Tali on Facebook, and I saw her post about the book, and I had heard some of her podcasts, and I was very impressed by it. So I purchased the book, and I cannot begin to tell you how impressed I was. It's not a long book; it's pretty short for those who are fast readers, and I cannot begin to tell you how wonderful she and her co-writer David Ribner put this book together so nicely. She talks about the challenges of the laws of Taharat HaMishpacha. She talks about, I'm going to just go from the beginning, even like talking about what is intimacy. And one of the, in development of real intimacy, a couple learns to communicate by staying curious, listening, validating each other's feeling, and providing empathy. She goes through details and independent growth and development, as like she just goes through everything you need to know to have a good, healthy, intimate relationship. She talks about things that you hope every Khatan and Kala teacher would teach the couple, but it's not always the case. There is pictures in this book, so it's something that I guess you could discuss with your Rav to see where you hold with this. Um, and one of the things that I just also thought it's so beautiful is that she starts the one of the um one of the parts of it she like brought, so she basically quotes from the Torah, She quotes psychology. She quotes, they quote psychological understanding, emotional, spiritual, and the Gemara, and like she brings up quotes from the Torah. So it's a combination of everything together to help you to have a clear understanding of what it means to have a healthy, intimate relationship. So many couple assume that this is something that's just going to happen, like you date someone and you love each other and you get married and the intimacy will be there. This is not the case. If you do not have a healthy relationship with the concept of intimacy within yourself and being able to relate to it in your relationship, you're not going to have it unless you get educated about it the right way. This book is absolutely phenomenal for Orthodox couples that want to have a better understanding of the concept of intimacy for its sake, not just for the mitzvah approval of having children, but how to connect in a healthy, intimate way with having a healthy foundation of relating to the concept of intimacy on a deeper level, but in a very factual concept of being able to relate to it by an educated writers that are psychologically educated and spiritually. I really give this book two thumbs up, and I find it to be extremely impressive of how it relates to the Orthodox Jewish community.